If I would say which lineup has a higher ceiling, if you play it perfectly, I'd say Nigma. But one move's lineup is so easy to play, right?
Alright, here we go. What's better than taking your own stacks?
Oh, this is the most exciting part of the game that we had so far, Kips. They're stealing the stacks, but the Emperor comes in and takes them all. Takes all the big ones. Nigma Galaxy, they did all the work, and they got nothing for it. But the Faceless Void comes in. They want to get the first blood. Maybe they're going to be getting the first blood for it, and they will. Ainkrad now with that Stolen Rune with the Invis, he gets himself a kill. They're looking towards the Lesh as well, who doesn't have that much mana, has the fairy far. But the question is, can you survive through this? Ainkrad is thinking about chasing, and he decides to go forward to land himself a double kill. And Nigma Galaxy, that was not a rotation that you were expecting.
Yeah, and in fact, if you can see, they're already splitting up again with Mikey moving forward onto that mid tower again. I think they should commit for a rotation here, because they know most likely that Ainkrad is taking their stacks here, and also now MC. He might not be dying, but he's certainly getting pushed away.
He has wands, he has that those heals from the Seeds of Serenity. Now the Real Kid coming in, Ainkrad, he had the Remnant left. They are going to be leaving the Medusa all alone. I don't think there's enough mana in this world to allow Munkushi to live through this damage. So Nigma Galaxy, they land themselves a big one with the Void rotation.
The problem here is really that MC is not in the same position like as... And he is invading this jungle here right now, but ideally what you would have is a mirror situation where they can do what AfterLife has been doing on the bottom side. He just melted.
Yep, Mikey's gone. Lesh, later on, yeah, you're tanky, but early on in the game, you're actually just such a squishy hero that can get cut down easily. AfterLife coming in. He's not sleeping at all, Kips. This guy's full forcing down Nigma Galaxy back. Yeah, so, it is pretty cushy for one move in this game. They only lost 2 of their heroes for the entirety of it, but maybe they're gonna be able to bring down AfterLife. He's very tanky and very speedy.
Oh, and there comes the counter smoke.
Nigma, run! That's what all of their fans are saying, but I don't know if they're gonna be able to. They have another Sleight of Fist chains, GH. He doesn't have a relocate, but has a healing Lotus. Maybe that's going to be enough to keep Mikey alive. No, doesn't look that way. Definitely doesn't look that way. At least KuroKy stole the chakram, so he does a lot of damage in these fights, but he's just not survivable enough. GH, he tries to relocate his friend out, but he's just not gonna be in time, and now he's waiting in base. There is a countdown, only 5 seconds left to live. Do you think it's worse doing that in a pub or in a competitive game? If it would get away with all the money, success, or whatever, just if you know your teammates, is it better than if you're playing just with some random people who are gonna have some pretty bad words for you if you do not heal them up?
I mean, it has to be understood within the team that you're going to be pushing the limit. Like, if you're one of the players pushing it in the game, and like normally the understood player to do that is the mid player, right? You always want an over-aggressive player rather than an under-aggressive player. It's a lot less socially accepted from your post score.
Is Mikey gonna die? Yeah, he is gonna die. I mean, one move are just killing everybody with no commitment whatsoever.
I mean, I think we both agreed that they had the harder to execute lineup, and they were really relying on those level 6s to get to their advantage, which was the map play. But if not enough towers go down early on, especially not if you don't get to push any enemy towers down, what use is that? Global used?
Yep, they're going for the Faceless Void. Just enough damage. Yuma was about to jump out when the global came out.
You can do that, but you need to get a mana burn, and I haven't actually looked at his items in a hot minute. What does the Void have right
he
now?
Has the, he bought a Yasha now, and he had that Mask of Madness, so nothing much. KuroKy gonna be taking down the Lesh coming in. That's gonna be a huge chrono. I think he overextended a little bit. A nice blinding light. AfterLife, no way he's gonna live through this one with Lotus Orb. He gets himself away, and this is a disaster for Nigma Galaxy. It looked like they had everything perfect there, but that was not the case. Now,
Mushi's here now.
Silencer, there will be a stone gaze. You cannot run into Munkushi. Mikey has to pop the BKB to live as GH uses the mech to keep his friends alive. Ainkrad think about going in, but he decides to just run around. There will be a global silence finally coming out from the side of one move, and Nigma, they have to bail. They have nothing else left in the team.
They had to use the sustain through this fight for a while, even when they were in a pretty bad position. Like, them all being on the ramp when Munkushi comes walking in is pretty much a worst case scenario for that fight. And even if it's not going to be the be-all end-all solution to the Medusa once she gets bigger and her individual hits just start dealing more damage, right? Cultural old man with his bag of tricks. Well, and MC has done what he can. He's held on to this this one Rax for quite a long time.
Good job holding on, delaying
the Void right now. You want him to hit that 20 as well before you go for any main engagements.
How do you kill AfterLife when he has a heart? He just goes into the smoke. Oh, guys, they're here. Oh, no, what am I gonna do? Oh, I know, I'm just gonna cut them all down. KuroKy has the Force Staff, and he's gonna be needing to use it. He goes to the side, running away from the enemies, just trying to live. But there's a fire, a forest fire there, and KuroKy will be engulfed in it as AfterLife is on a wicked kill streak. They will be using the Stone Gaze. Void is trying to search for somebody in the backline, and Mikey, he is gonna be running away for now until the BKB does expire. Then it's gonna be pretty tough. Goes for an optimistic TP and doesn't manage to get up.
And you can see that Nigma actually chose, with the way that that fight was set up, to do it the other way around. Instead of a centralized fight around baiting out Mikey, their supports were already scattering, so they tried to get some pickoffs over on the side instead, seeing if the fact that they were split up to do something, but no. It turns out one loose lineup is way better at fighting split up.
Especially when they're this far ahead. Yuma goes in, there will be a chrono onto the Ember Spirit. He's looking very much dead, so they will be finishing him off. Now, the real endeavor starts. Can you kill AfterLife? It's not looking easy. Here comes the Wizard's Hole. Yuma is level 20, but no more chrono. Not going to be doing that much. KuroKy did steal the shotgun. Definitely helping him, killing the AfterLife, and they will be able to take him down. That's going to be 2,000 gold in their pockets for it, but now you've used everything that you have. How do you kill the Medusa? That's another tanky hero, Nigma Galaxy. They're gonna be practicing their punches on these two. Imagine the Pit of Malice, and then inside of it, the Split Earth is just constantly chaining people up, but that's not gonna be happening. One big thing that changes everything here is that the Timbersaw now has so much right-click damage because he's a universal hero that he's so good at pushing between that damage and the flamethrower.
And we have the Chronosphere back up right now, also a shard on the Faceless Void, and that is the one!
That is the huge Chrono. They will be killing the Ember Spirit. The Global Silence comes out, but a little bit too late. They didn't stop the Chrono from coming out. One move, they got careless, they got together, they're now trying to punish GH, and will be turning him into a rock ball, I want to say, before he goes out. And Mikey, he now has GH again helping him, though. He cannot die again with this guy, as they will be forcing him out. That's gonna be beautiful, actually. Mikey, beautifully done. He goes on to Munkushi. They're trying to finish him off. He doesn't have any more mana, but where's the damage? MC is actually just tickling him. Here comes Yuma. He's missing mana as well, but this hero doesn't need it. You do. AfterLife left all alone, and Yuma, after practicing those punches, look at how fast he's attacking, like a Wing Chun master, just smacking down the Timbersaw. It's just not enough to kill him, but he'll be getting the bashes in. It is gonna take some time, but ultimately, AfterLife will fall. That's okay, you can recover, but losing the Roche from that, it's a problem. Now you're not gonna be able to end the game in the next 10 minutes.
But like that feels risky. That feels like...
True.
I'm not sure you ever want to use your Chronosphere on a gamble like that.
We'll see, we'll see. They are going for a smoke, so they do intend to use the Chrono in some way. Buybacks are ready on both sides, but the Underlord and the Faceless Void, they do not have the gold. They're going for the Medusa, and the Blinding Light comes out. He does have the MKB, doesn't care about it that much. Munkushi pops the BKB, pops the ulti, and you cannot finish him off despite him not having any mana whatsoever. Nigma Galaxy trying to run away. The Wisp still has the cheese and the Greater Healing Lotus, so killing these heroes is going to be much tougher. They are going to be going for the Medusa. This Armmaker forced them, getting herself away there from the Pit of Malice, but it will not help you whatsoever. He does buy back now, knowing that there's no Chrono. They have to take this Roach if they want to win the game. That will be a double kill for the Faceless Void, as they brought down 3 heroes, 2 of which will be buying back. Ainkrad dropping low, he'll be taken down as well. The Remnant is left, so he can buy back and rejoin the fight instantly, as AfterLife is burning everything down, but it doesn't matter because he is the one that's gonna be in trouble inside of the Pit of Malice. He will fall, does have a buyback. There's gonna be 5 buybacks from one move, and Nigma Galaxy are still supporting the chase. Finally, he's gonna be using it. Yuma is back to full, as Ainkrad will be back to the land of the dead. Mind Control is the one who finished off 4 of the kills, and now they're chasing for more. Nigma Galaxy, they're doing it. They're not coming back into this game. They came back into this game, and one move are the ones that are most likely gonna be losing it at this moment. That one problem.
Yeah, and haunting it is indeed, because the actual effects, like it's been 10 minutes still of Nigma Galaxy just holding hands, farming up, waiting for one move to make another mistake. And I don't even want to call like the fight there a mistake. That looked pretty decent for one move, and they could have cut their losses, but instead they went all in with the buybacks. Like, this is a void, he chronoed, surely we can win the fight now, but by now his DPS is just too much.
AfterLife is trying to run away. It's not gonna happen. These bashes are too annoying. Nice blinding light to try to save him, but this Phase's Void can chase you forever. You use the Timber Chain, he uses the Time Walk. That's 4 heroes without buyback. Silencer will be back soon, but his contribution to defending the base is non-existent.
To stop Nigma Galaxy from running at them and just grouping up around her, they don't care anymore.
It seemed like they won the game. Nigma Galaxy, they were doing their best going around. Yuma jumps in immediately. He knows that he does have a double chrono if need be. He'll be jumping in, time dilation being used. Ainkrad misses on the Sled of Fist, and it looks like this tower will fall. Chains do connect, they will be getting the chrono. He doesn't have the buyback, is quite tanky. Let's see just how much with the Stone Gaze that's gonna be allowing him to live. Yuma dropping low. Now you are on the aggressive. Nigma Galaxy, Yuma really wants this kill. That's why he's not jumping that deep. He did come pretty deep there, but didn't really dive tier 4s, right?
I'd say it was past the tier 4 line there when he was caught on the opposite side of the chrono. Well, this one though, this is juicy.
He knows what he's doing. Munkushi will kill KuroKy, so it's gonna be a 1-for-1 around the map. Yuma still has the refresher shot, but even if he uses it, doesn't have the mana. Of course, after the Aegis, that is not gonna be the case. Relocate from GH, still not being used. He has the Greater Healing Lotus. Still, to keep himself or anybody else alive, he's going for the relocate. It will be cancelled out. They're not gonna be allowing themselves to make I want to say a rookie mistake, because that was one for sure.
Yeah, which is surprising with AfterLife being... is he older than me? I think he's older than me.
Yep. Ainkrad gets gone on. The BKB, nice global size. They're trying to finish off Yuma, but he's with the backtrack. He's just surviving. He's not taking any damage. There's nothing you can do to this guy. The Stone Case was going on, so they couldn't do anything to the Medusa herself. We'll be turning her into a piggy that is losing mana rapidly. There will be a bit of malice. No more Force Staffs. He has to stand his ground.
There she
that's
goes.
Just not an option. There she goes. There he goes. Everybody gets a one-way ticket to the base, but one move. They do have a buyback on their Medusa. No gold on the Silencer currently. This game is not over, but they can go through the backdoor protection here. The attack speed of Phase's Void just a little bit too high, while AfterLife is cutting creeps.
Trying to up his damage once again. I'm not sure if he hits it in time.
Nah, it doesn't look that way. They are going to be losing the range racks, the melee racks. They have a little bit more in terms of armor. Blinding Light will definitely help, but let's see just how much bit of Malice. Ember will be TPing right into it. He has the BKB, will be fine. They get the Hex onto the Timbersaw, trying to finish him out. That is a tanky hero that just gets melted down, and he does not have a buyback. They did catch GH, who's a big hero if you can kill him. The global signs that's come out. No more Lotus Orbs to remove it. He has the Greater Healing Lotus to keep himself alive, but it's not going to be enough in the end. He still has a buyback. Can go for it and rejoin the fight if need be, as Yuma is going to be slaughtering the backlines. Pantomem is coming closer. Nope. Having a horse and being a horse, not two things, are completely two different things. So Mikey, much stronger, and that is only 2 cores alive. How do you stop them? It doesn't seem like an option any longer. I think he's having fun being chased, but once he looks back and sees that his house has been demolished, that's where you get those tears in your eyes.
Yeah. And I think the house has all but burned down.
Yep, that throne is burning though, and they get the lift onto the Ember. The stun will not connect. Chrono onto the Medusa, but this game is over. There's really not much to comment on here, rather than on one move, giving away, literally giving away game number 1. It was theirs. It was completely theirs. Like, there was not even any dispute in that regard, and they decide to give Nigma Galaxy a slam dunk with that 4-man chrono, and it really was that one play that led to everything that happened afterwards. The Wraith King used to be a great counter in the lane as well versus the Doom when the Doom was lacking armor. Now that's not the case any longer, so I'm kind of afraid for the laning stage of this Wraith King, because with the reduction of the stun durations...
And, well, there we go, side lane. Bat, Rider, First Blood. Definitely, like the Harpy Zap is worse, especially if you're a melee like Yuma is and you are reliant on clicking things in order to get your life regen. Yikes.
You know, losing your mana, the worst thing, and they will go for Munkushi. That's a dive that will not go well for Nigma Galaxy. Mind Control loses his life, and GH could be next. They decide not to chase it. The Firefly does a little bit too much damage for the Void to go forward, and KuroKy will be rotating to the mid lane, but Ainkrad, well, I don't want to say he won't feel it, but it is going to be fine for him. And no blink. He cannot secure the rune, but he can at least deny it.
It's not
He's
really
dead?
like Mikey cares, though.
He's gone. Actually, what a cookie!
No!
Ainkrad! That is a beautiful play. He's gonna try to deny himself. No, actually dies to the overtime damage. It was both the Arcane Curse and the Corrosive Breath. And
Yep, and definitely seeing the fact that these supports were meant to move more in action here, and both of the supports now at the ready. At GH, like, my first Firefly wasn't very good. How about this one? And the answer is no. No, you're still actually very fragile.
in a lot of trouble. Pantomem drops low. He does have the raindrop that's going to be keeping him alive as GH does get taken down by Ainkrad. That overtime damage is so annoying, but Ainkrad, now he does have his ulti. This is a dead Dragonite. Mikey won't be surviving all of the damage coming out from the Queen.
That is...
You're baffled. My analyst is baffled. But I guess there is more option nowadays, and again, the skill ceiling of Dota will increase, especially macro game-wise.
I'm not sure if the macro skill ceiling has increased.
I guess there's more to do, right? So there's more to choose, more options. Instantly it's harder. They do get the kill, and they don't lose MC. Sonic Wave not ready for another 8 seconds, but even if it was, you do not have the mana currently to use it.
Now there's more options but less information. One of the things that as a MC...
Trying to run. Again, the overtime. He turns around on Munkushi. That's exactly what I wanted. A freebie. And he will be getting in. Dodges the Scatter Blast. Cannot dodge the sound. That definitely does travel pretty fast. And MC won't be able to get away from it. That is true. As GH gets caught. Batrider versus the Queen, we know he doesn't like laning versus this. There will be a Chain Frost and the damage more than enough. This time Pantomem will be on point with his Scatter Blast. Nah, he'll live through it. Ainkrad is going for a Spirit Vessel. I guess versus the Dragonite and the Timbersaw, that makes a lot of sense. There will be a Doom used on Mind Control, and he will be run down right now by one move. You're not getting out of this one alive. He can hope for a deny on the creeps. With that much armor, it's basically never gonna happen.
Yeah. No, I was about to praise Ainkrad's item build-up there, because it really allows you, as the Queen of Pain, to keep on making plays and stay in the middle of the action, because you have extra damage to offer.
Yep, that was a lot of extra damage. They finish off KuroKy. The thing is, are you going to be losing your own supports? Mikey comes over, GH dropping low. Ainkrad doesn't really have the mana to continue fighting, so both him and Xakoda have to bail.
That's a lot of TPs. Let's see, what do we have currently over on the Timbersaw? It's gonna come in here.
Kaya. There's gonna be a Kaya soon.
Okay, Assange, yeah, so... Naturally defensible heroes, plus a bunch of diamonds, yes he is.
Very dead. Global Silence came out. Queen of Pain doesn't have the blink from 5, but he will be standing his ground from the side. Yuma is coming. He doesn't have a wand. Explain this to me, Kips. How do you play him without a wand? Oh, because there's Healing Lotuses there on KuroKy.
Yeah.
He does give them in. He knew that was gonna happen. Though now he's standing his ground. He's trying to fight us. Have the armlet. We'll toggle it in the middle of everything again. No, that's not gonna be happening twice in a one move. They lost 2, but Nigma Galaxy, they lost their carry twice, and that's what it took to finish him off.
It is, but they are still in the right position to continue here, I think, with most of the big ults on one move spent.
Yep, the double blink versus the double Midas. The double blink is winning.
Oop.
Still, Munkushi is back to the World of the Living. You took too long. You needed to kill us faster, and I'm back to smash your faces in as Ainkrad. He gets the kill by being super far away. As we all know, cool guys do not look at explosions.
Yeah, presumably they also hold themselves to a higher standard, and that can be very powerful or very debilitating.
True. Yuma was spotted. He doesn't have his ulti for quite some time now. He's gonna be very dead. They overlap the Chrono and the Sinister Gaze again, but it really doesn't matter. This hero is way too squishy. He's not a Timbersaw. It's definitely having multiple lives. The reincarnation and the Aegis gives you that for sure. So Nigma Galaxy, they're gonna have something to fight here.
And yeah, that Aegis definitely needs to go on a different core.
So I do believe that damage-wise, it should solve most of their problems.
Yeah, they're gonna be just fine. Nigma are on the clock and they know it.
Ainkrad caught, there will be a stun, there is a follow-up lasso, damage output of the Wraith King quite high, not gonna be enough with the global silence, more than so. They use it every single time to try and bring somebody down. This time around, Ainkrad will have nobody to assist him and he will fall.
Very valuable, especially because this tower still goes down anyway.
But they know now that the Wraith King isn't here, so they are going to be going forward, and there is no global silence, so KuroKy is going to be pushed back by the Hurricane. The winds are not blowing in Nigma's favor. Now turning around onto the Dragonite, he does have the BKB, so after he dies, he can use it, but that's only if Munkushi doesn't use the Chrono over him immediately, understands that the help is coming, cavalry will arrive fairly soon, so one move decide to bail. MC, slow down. He looks pretty fine. This heart build is getting pretty popular on a lot of heroes, and it really is keeping them alive so much. They will be in this one round going for pantomem, slowed down, stunned up, but he does survive. Sonic Wave gonna be huge, connecting him to the three of them. He got stunned, he didn't get the Doom off, and now actually he did. There will be a Chrono onto the three of them. That Chain Frost is destroying them so much, but Nigma Galaxy, they're still winning the fight, even with the Chrono being perfect, the Ice Spire being placed in a solid way. It's not enough. Ainkrad goes in. The damage output of this Queen of Pain is insane. He already lost one life on Yuma, and finally you will fall. They just needed time to the damage. Mikey going into four heroes, thinking the BKB will save him, and he might have been the case if one move decided to run away, leaving somebody behind, but no, they stayed together and took him down with ease. Another fight is brewing this time around. It's going to be more important since it's around the Roche, and currently one move they do not have all of their spells.
This is the moment for Nigma to strike.
Buybacks are going to be very important for sure. They will be jumping on the Timbersaw. The Doom is going to be huge. There will be a global silence a little bit late. The Doom did come out, but actually Timbersaw, he's not dying. Nigma Galaxy, they will reset in the end.
Because the Chrono is back up. You could fight right this second.
And they're going in. They want to be going in. They have everything apart from the Doom.
But they're late.
Mind Control is going to be going in to break that smoke. Use the chakram. Go in again. Fight me. Come on. Let's go. You versus me. He doesn't remove the Spirit Vessel over himself. He just did so to the Shadow Strike, and Yuma will be going in and trying to finish off the Doom. They'll be able to do it in one stun. There will be a Sonic Wave pushing them back. They have the Chrono. This Dragonite is dropping low. He has the cheese. Will never get to use it. Yuma, he has 2 more lives, even though he has lost one, but he's not moving from the bashes, from the stuns. He will be dying only the first time. G8 being dropped low there with the bashes on the other side of the fight with the Ogre Seal Totem. He gets himself away. They're trying to finish off the grab, and the Snapfire is still living. That Arcane Curse not gonna be enough, and Yuma, he is all alone. A king without his servants is no good, not strong enough. He'll be taken down. That cheese not being used by the DK in time will make sure that one move come out ahead in this fight, despite Nigma Galaxy taking the Roche and initiating it.
And really all they have left for them is just try and force mistakes here. Because surely if you leave this up to one move, well, again, maybe one move just drops the ball, but there is the lasso. There's
he
the
did
kickoff,
break the Lincolns. Now he got the BKB off. Now it's a disaster. He got his Chrono back. You wanted me, you got me now. And they're being rained down on by fire while the ice is freezing them as well. That is a catastrophic way to go. Being tortured in many ways. Mind Control will be getting into the enemy base, but that is not your own base, my friend. TPing next to a Faceless Void with this much attack speed is never gonna work.
Wouldn't have been hilarious if it did, though.
Yeah, imagine that. I hope that they were gonna do it earlier. Just decide not to fight. Use your Chrono, use your Doom, get 1 or 2 kills and reset.
The Wraith? No. He's just holding very still, not breathing at all. Doesn't matter, there's 4 enemy heroes.
GH isn't breathing either, but not in a way that you were thinking.
I think I found him. But he TP'd out, did he? He Spidey sensed his way out of that. That was a close call, actually.
Sure. They are going for a smoke immediately, one move. They want to fight. They just want to force something out. Yuma will get the blink out just in time. AfterLife was there, but there will be a sinister gaze pulling them in next to the Ice Spire. This will be a very cold death for them. This Red King, he tried to cosplay Arthas. That doesn't work too well.
No, you got changed out of that one. You're not getting that thrown back.
You are King rules forever, as they say. Ainkrad will get stunned up. He has 4.5k HP, just stands his ground. Let's go. I rule the skies. Even though the Queen of Pages doesn't even need to use her wings to fly higher than this Dragonite. Is Mikey actually standing his ground? He's a little bit too strong. He's destroying Xakoda, this Dragonite. The black dragon form, a little bit too strong, but they need to kill the Ice Spire to be able to move a little bit more. Look at that backline and the screams in the base of Nigma Galaxy. Kill GH. See, they're just not doing enough damage. You're hitting the Queen of Pain and she's not dying from all the heals from the Shadow Strike. And it really just goes to show how farmed one move actually are.
And the best indicator, I think, is not like the little gold thing near the top, but it's all the little item icons.
Yeah, that Nigma don't have. Mortimer's Kisses will rain down on the Dragonite. Global Silence stops them. Mikey pops the BKB. He's looking like he should survive this. Actually, the Sonic Wave pushes it back. It's going to be onto 4 heroes. Again, there are going to be screams of pain inside of the base of Nigma Galaxy. And they are just losing heroes left and right. The Raid King will be dropping only the first time as the BKB. They're trying to finish off MC, but he gets to the side and survives. Munkushi hits level 25 in that fight, meaning that the backtrack will be available. Yuma, he would like to turn back time to a place where they could actually fight, where they could actually do some damage to Ainkrad, who is standing in front of the fountain. What is healing more? Me on myself or your fountain healing you? And it seems like Ainkrad, he decides to go back, but it is actually uncertain if he even would have died if he stayed there. Okay, now one move, they have one play still to lose the game. Run into the enemy fountain as 4 heroes. Let's go. There is still that one move that you can make that can lose you this game, but unlike in the previous game, they're not going to be making a mistake like that.
No, they're not, and this time there's also not a better scaling lineup waiting for them on the other side ready to punish that mistake, because there were some hiccups here and there in one move's game plan. Certainly not as flawless as map 1.
Hey, will this throne die? Is the background protection enough? Nah,
yeah.
Nigma Galaxy didn't want to call GG. They still wanted to play. That is a love for the game, right? You can say what you want about this team, but their love of Dota is undeniable.
But of course, opposite of that is that you don't really get to shove AfterLife out at all. Like, the pressure from KuroKy is mostly meant in order to keep these two out of the hair of Yuma. They don't actually have any kill threat here whatsoever if everything goes correctly.
Top lane, though, there's a lot of kill potential here for both teams. Xakoda dropping low, but the Blood Grenade doesn't really care about the Frost Shield. It will finish him off. Munkushi, think about going forward. He'll be losing his career as well. Nigma Galaxy use their combined power there, 1 hit each to finish him off. And, well, GH, I don't think that career was worth it, especially because he delivered the items. Everybody's pretty good at coming to the mid lane and fighting, so I wouldn't even be surprised if all of the supports did so. But there is gonna be a move earlier. It will be Xakoda coming out for Yuma. He has the Healing Lotus, giving himself HP and mana. Mana a little bit less needed as Xakoda finishes him off with a level 2 Frost Blast, and that's gonna be a really nice kill, a really nice rotation. Not if they can get another one pantomem. He will have mana for the lead fairly soon, but he will be weighted by KuroKy. The slows are gonna be more than enough, and they will be landing themselves a kill. So a 2 for 1, but one move are the ones that take down a core.
Because this is that rune. 10 more seconds.
Only one support from one move is here. Okay, Mirana is coming. They need help. Mikey, him not having level 6, this makes it so hard for them to play. And the Void Spirit gonna be going forward. Now there's the level 6. The coil does connect. Void Spirit has 5-6 thick charges there. Is it gonna be enough for him to live? Not really. He will be taken down. Wasn't expecting the puck to hit the level just in time, but he did. The Nigma Galaxy land themselves a kill. Nobody's there though.
No, this is relief for the top lane. And I disagree. I think Nigma was hoping that the Medusa would abandon instead and they could take this tower unopposed, but instead MC should be smelling trouble right about now.
Yeah, Wasn't hard at the moment when they went for it. He goes for the roar onto the Medusa. They want to finish him off. Munkushi will easily live through it all. The damage is not going to be nearly enough for him to kick the bucket. But for MC, there's not going to be any escape. There will be a coil onto the Lich. There is... fuck, they're trying to do damage. Mikey drops super low. He does have the wand and the fairy fire. Not going to be enough to live. Ainkrad sent back, but only after he has murdered the fucking KuroKy comes over to be a bonus. What a bottle! Click there from Ainkrad, saving Xakoda. They slow down the attack speed of the Enchantress, give the bottle charge to Xakoda, and save everybody while taking down 3.
The diffuser is just really not worth it in comparison to a lot of the stats that you get from other items, the build up, the utility, etc. Especially since you just don't get any good active from it anymore, I want to say.
DH looks very much dead with the arrow connecting. MC has the roar, but he really doesn't have any help to help him dish out the damage. They're gonna try to block him out. The ulti from the Lich, very nicely done there. KuroKy, he brought a creep just to die together with him, and that's gonna be the Chain Frost getting the kills. They will be buying back on the Disruptor, trying to get the glimpse back on the Medusa, but he's a little bit too far away on GH, and they will disengage one move while losing only the supports.
MC is really a little too tanky.
I really like how Xakoda just turned around onto the Enchantress, seeing an opportunity to kill KuroKy. As GH gets caught, arrow would not be connecting. Nice move there towards the river to keep himself alive, and it is gonna be that when it comes to one move killing people, but surviving, it's not gonna be easy. GH, he does have the glimpse. Ainkrad goes forward. He knows that he's a goner. He needs to be getting something out of this one, taking a lot of damage. The Lich comes over to assist. They will be bringing down GH. Ainkrad being protected there by the Frost Shield ultimately will go down, and Mikey, now he wants the supports down as well. Munkushi coming in to help. His teammates, they do need help. There is a coil on the puck. We'll be using it there, and no creeps will be killing Xakoda. It will be the fuck Mikey in some trouble as well. The double star storm goes to the other side. KuroKy takes the damage, and because of it, this puck will easily survive.
If this series has taught us anything, though, it's that things are bound to go awkwardly for them when they do.
Not sure. This is the most even game that we had 15 minutes into the game, though. 1k goal lead, 10 to 10 in terms of kills. None of the towers dropping. Now it's gonna be 11 to 10 because Xakoda goes down. This time around, he will not die without a fight. Lets out a chain frost, but well, that doesn't really do much. GH? He's not the one that's caught. It's you that is caught on the Void Spirit, but it seems like he's gonna be able to survive through this. The Simulate is at ready. No, silence from the puck just in time after the coil ends. And now Pantomem is gonna be next on the menu. He needs to get away from that impetus, but the thing is, if you do not take it early, it will haunt you. But ultimately, at some point, you have to. She becomes a pest.
Yeah, that's what cute critters do. And this cute critter is currently rotated. Oh, they got him.
That was a very long TP. I don't know if he clicked on the outpost or if somebody TP'd close to a tower he was TPing to, but I think that was the outpost click.
Because they have this superior wave push. Their Naga illusions are at a point where they are starting to become a nuisance to deal with. One move is already not that good at pushing out waves, and they have lost all 3 of their outer towers now, which means that the waves are constantly going to be shot in their face. And they don't have any vision beyond the river.
Pantomem in some trouble. Medusa does protect him. Munkushi, when he stands in front, nobody can really go through him. He's gonna have... Oh, that arrow connected, and with the Stone Gaze, nobody can really save GH. Will be getting his spells off. The supports really don't want to be going down without a fight, but it won't change much in this regard. Pantomem just on point with the arrow.
And defusal for Yuma, which means that, you know, if he wants to... Oh, Mikey kills somebody, but I think the Dusa without ult is now under it. Yeah.
Well, you do not have that butterfly.
Freshly delivered. And that's going to be a hard build-up for the Naga Siren. A little bit surprised that she's not gonna go for a butterfly of her own, but I guess the amount of damage output from the Void Spirit does demand more HP.
I'm looking at it always as the illusions are gonna live more with the heart than with the butterfly, and that's probably what you want. And Afterlife, okay, those are some hits from KuroKy. There will be a Doom onto the puck. Finally, they've caught him with it. Afterlife is surviving for a very long time, and ultimately they do finish off the puck as well. No denies will be coming through. KuroKy No washed up players here. He might have been in the scene for long, but that is for a reason, because he's so damn good. Gets double kill and doesn't have too much mana to fight still, though. Okay. Okay, makes sense, makes sense. Why would you, though? Just kidding. We already came to a conclusion that playing this game makes the world a better place. And Nigma Galaxy, them winning that game, the first one, it will put them in a position where they can actually win this series. Even the one where we're doing so well in the first 2 games, they still lost one of those. And now, the third one, Nigma Galaxy are finally showing that they have some strength in them left as a team. And
Beastmaster Aura here. Of course, the Minus Armor, that's gonna still be a decent time for it. Immediate smoke out. Is that an 8? Yeah, onto the Beastmaster.
Mind Control is the one that is just gonna be running in like a madman.
Yeah. He is. And he might also be the one who will be on a lane alone and might need backup to come save him on the second life.
Munkushi slowed down, has the Manta, doesn't use it, will be using it now with the Stone Gaze. There will be a coil keeping it in place. Static Storm and the Kinetic Field not allowing him to leave just yet. His mana not healthy at all, and Yuma is starting to commit. They have the Guardian Greaves giving him mana, giving him HP. AfterLife popped the BKB, didn't do anything with it, he just got that annihilated. Mind Control. He's destroying people, and Yuma now is singing a lullaby. It's actually a death song. The lyrics, well, one move, they don't want to hear them, but covering your ears isn't an option. It will be Munkushi going down as well as one move. They might even lose more to the glimpses, but actually the Mirana and the Void Spirit, they will be far enough away.
2 towers actually, because I think the tier 2 on top was also still up. And make that 3.
Every outer tower is taken. One move, they don't have a single one left. I'm looking at their heroes and their lineup, and the only thing I would put my faith in if I was them is this Void Spirit. Yeah, he's caught inside of a coil. He will break it, and now trying to run away without any mana. That's not something he can actually do. The arrow flies in. The illusion will take it, no issue.
Like, they had to evolve it a little bit, and this is it. This is the Nigma Galaxy flavor.
Yep. One move, you took too long to finish them off, and they evolved to a point where you can't do much. They will be going for a sleep, setting up on the Medusa. There will be coiling the backlines onto the Doom as well, and the Static Storm will be onto the Medusa.
Perfect.
Look at the impetus, he's just destroying her mana, being burned down as well. Xakoda trying to run away with the Glimmer Cape. He will be successful, but you lost your main hero. He does have a buyback. Look at what KuroKy is doing. Nigma Galaxy, they're trying to completely take away any chance of one move here, to feel like they could ever beat them. The arrow does connect onto the bug. That is a good way to start on the fight, and AfterLife is back to World of the Living, will be sent back. Isn't going to be popping the BKB. He got the Doom off onto the Naga Siren, which is a very speedy hero, so he's going to be running away. This is the Beastmaster. He still has the Aegis for another 40 seconds. Mind Control will get arrowed in the back. Pantomem, he's the only thing keeping them alive with these arrows. He goes down to once, surrounded by 5 enemy heroes. Let's see, Naga Siren going into the fight yet again. Does have the mirror image. They want to fight. They're going to be going on to Munkushi, taking that mana away. Will be using the Manta, trying to run away through the kinetic field. Not something you can do. Mind Control healing way too much. The Crimson Guard protecting him as well. They are trying to finish him out there with the Infernal Blade, but he will run away from out in kinetic field. We'll be protecting him as Nigma. KuroKy, their captain, is just beyond godlike. That will be a big kill if you can get it, but he's way too speedy for AfterLife to do anything about. There will be a glimpse, making sure that this Doom goes back to the land of the dead as KuroKy continues to just rain down impetuses on his enemies.
Just on trying to get MC down when he's healing and not even dealing the most damage.
And with the 20k gold deficit, Medusa lineups usually win versus Naga lineups at 30 minutes. You are pushing the enemy base. It doesn't really look like they're going to be pushing anything, as they haven't taken a single tower down, Kips.
No, they haven't. Well, this is a good start.
Arrow doesn't connect. He's still gonna be able to bang those drums here and heal up if he wants to. The sleep is coming through, keeping everybody else away. AfterLife will be slept fairly soon as well. Nope, they're gonna be ending that one, going on the Void Spirit, and he will not be getting out of the Static Storm alive. No buyback, coil onto the 3 of them. How do you run away from this? Breaking it immediately. There will be bounces on the Mirana. He gets himself away with those leaps, and KuroKy is in the backlines, getting the impetus. No high ground miss. Now it's only the Medusa left alone on the low ground. Everybody has abandoned their carry, and one move will call GG, understanding that this game, it is so over.
And that is such a decisive win after, I want to say we didn't even say that many signs of life from Nigma in this entire series. Like they capitalized on a mistake from one move